Hey everybody, I'm not sure who's on yet, but I'm Cam. So if y'all can drop your name and maybe age or something you're interested in, please do that in the chat. Okay, welcome New Horizons. I'm Cam or Cam Removers. That's my government name, but I go by Cam. So welcome to you all and Miss Benita. And if you think this session will be helpful to anyone else, please feel free to share the link out to other organizations or other people you may know. Okay, welcome James. I'm interested in growing my money too, but I'm interested in learning a little bit more about you all and kind of teaching you all about it too. Welcome to you. I know it's not only Miss Benita and Mr. I think Mr. James in here. So please drop some more comments in here. Your name, your age, and something you're interested in. And also how y'all feeling today. Today might be a little slow because it's Monday, but we're gonna make the best out of today. Okay, we got Kevin. Okay, welcome Kevin and welcome Kamori. If I said your name wrong, please let me know. Put the pronunciation in the chat because my name is Camry and people butcher my name like Kamori, Cameron, add a whole bunch of different letters, and I just don't know how they did that. So I hope everyone's feeling good. Okay, Milky Milk is okay, Nevaeh. Welcome, Nevaeh, and welcome, Henry. We're actually going to get started now. So the PowerPoint could be a little bit bigger. And I'll still be welcoming you all as well. So welcome, Angel. Welcome, Amira. Welcome, Kendall, Jalen. Welcome to you all. Hopefully you guys will be able to learn a lot from this session. So today we'll be talking about money mindset, why it's important to have a money mindset, what a money mindset is, things that kind of influence it, learn a little bit more about each other. So the things that I'm having y'all drop in the chat right now, which y'all interested in, how y'all feeling, all of that, I'm gonna give it to y'all from a youth perspective. Add a little youth flavor on it. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I get a little bored when adults present. Not gonna lie, but I'm gonna bring some flavor to it, and hopefully y'all get to learn a little bit more about what a money mindset is. Next slide, please. Okay, so hey y'all, I'm your mentor. So I will be teaching y'all all about money. I'll be your money mentor for the next couple weeks. So you join these sessions every week on Monday. I think we'll only have one Tuesday session based off of the 4th of July holiday. So we have 6 weeks for y'all. This week we're doing money mindset. So how do we get a positive money mindset and set financial goals? It's very important to set financial goals because if you're not really setting no goals with your money, then what are you doing with it? And also, I don't think it's really a negative money mindset you can have, but having a positive money mindset is something we want to emphasize. Next week, we'll be talking about banking and getting paid. So finding out how to get a bank account that works for you. And y'all, I know this is going to be a very important session for y'all next week because I want to know about how I'm going to get my money. I can personally get paid on Fridays and I really, need to know how everything is going down so I can make sure I'm getting my money, my direct deposit, or whatever the case may be. Third week, budgeting and saving. Let's put money to work for us for our goals. So for me, whenever I put my money somewhere, I would like to get a return on my investment, even if I'm putting it in my savings, figuring out where I want to save for and how I want to do certain things. And sometimes like going to the mall, maybe I might have to set a budget on the things that I'm, putting out there or getting for myself. Fourth week, we'll be talking about building and protecting credit. And I feel like this is going to be a very, very, very important week because not many times or not oftentimes do we even hear about credit or things about protecting and building credit, especially like within schools. So why isn't, Baltimore City Public Schools or anybody like that teaching us about life skills, about credit and things that'll help us build trust for home ownership and things like that. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all might want to press Dr. Santa Lisa's or Baltimore City Public Schools so we can get some credit classes or financial education classes in there. So learning how to get and keep good credit. Fifth week, future goals, college, starting a business, etc. Learn about how we can plan for the future. And that's a good session too. I know a lot of youth entrepreneurs, is a lot of youth entrepreneurs out there. I'm actually a youth entrepreneur myself. So if y'all got a business or anything like that, please drop it in the chat. I always love supporting and following other youth entrepreneurs and, connecting us to different, opportunities. So I'm also going to college as well on a full ride. So if y'all ever want to connect about that, y'all definitely can connect with me about that. And the last week, protecting your money. There are a lot of scams out there. Let's all learn how to avoid them. So I know y'all been looking at the scams where, everybody's been getting hacked lately. They'll text other people that you know and basically like, ask other people for money and different things like that. Learn how to protect your money, protect your brand, because there's a lot of people that are scamming out there. So make sure that y'all being very vigilant on the things and types of people that y'all connecting with. Next slide, please. All right, so this is me, y'all. This is me and the presenter. This is probably when I looked a little bit more cute, but I still look cute now. But that's a little picture of me. Thank you. But as far as meet the presenter, this is me. I'm 17 years old, a Western alum now, a fresh Western alum, upcoming freshman at Spelman College, majoring in psychology, creator of KR Smoothies. So my smoothies, I don't know if anybody on here ever had them, but they bomb. So y'all might want to order one of those. Quarantine Delights, I cook with my sister Elder, which also she does music. So y'all can, get some music with her and also get some food from us. So recently over this weekend we made some cereal infused waffle platters. So we had some eggs, sausages, and some waffles with my homemade waffle mixture. I'm telling you, I put my foot in it. I'm a heartbeat, a part of Heart Smile. So if y'all interested in watching success sessions, learning more about how y'all can get into the journey of success, I would advise y'all to go tune into Heart Smiles MD, and learn a little bit more about leadership as well. It's so many things and so many opportunities that I've been afforded. Meeting Mike Bloomberg in person, getting a signed book, being able to teach in national conferences because of it. And I'm also a part of Healing Youth Alliance, which has a presentation tomorrow for cohort 2. So if you guys are ever interested in like mental health, healing, y'all can tune into that as well. And I know I kind of rambled on a little bit about some of the things that I do, but I don't want y'all to get lost in any of that. If it's anything that you guys do, some things that y'all want to share or shed light on, please drop it in the chat. If you want to start a business, I teach entrepreneurship classes, so y'all might want to connect with me about that. Anything. I kind of want to learn more about y'all as well, and I'll kind of read over a couple of the comments as I see them. So anything ever come up, any questions that you guys have, I'm here to help y'all. I'm a mentor, and I'm to provide the best, help that I can. So please, please drop that in the chat if y'all ever feel like anything ever comes up. Next slide, please. Welcome, William. And Kendall, always got to stay on your grind. You always got to be willing to, participate into new things, even if it makes you a little bit more uncomfortable and stepping out of your comfort zone. And I'm proud of each and every one of you for coming on to this session to learn more about financial education and, the things that can allow you to build up things later on. And this is just the first step. It's going to be a whole bunch of other things that you need to learn about financial education as life goes on. But this is some important foundational information to learn right now. So y'all, it's this app. It's called the Empower Me app. It looks just like how it is pictured on the right side of the screen. It teaches you a lot about financial education. So thinking about how you're getting paid, what you're using your money for, signing up with the program. It's a program key called YouthWorks 21. Hopefully someone can drop that in the chat for me. Please drop that in the chat for me, but please download this app so it can help you guys align a little bit more with the sessions that we'll be having every week, as well as, making sure that you're managing your money with YouthWorks as well. If there's any questions y'all have, please drop them in the chat about the app, and I'll try my best to answer them. Next slide, please. Thank you, Jay Johnson. Okay, so budgeting, tracking expenses. So this app actually has a feature inside it about tracking your expenses. So as you can see, it has different sections: children, donations, entertainment, food, health, household items. Basically anything that you really think that you may need, it's there. So if you know that you spend a little bit of money on food. I know for me, I spend a little money on food when I'm not cooking. I spend a little money on food. But it's a variety of different things you spend your money on. It basically allows you to align your paycheck that you will be receiving from YouthWorks into that budget that you will be creating, which is very helpful. I think it would be a very useful tool for you guys to download. I definitely would advise y'all to do that. And budgeting is so important, figuring out how you're going to use the money before you actually, put and implement those things into play. Like, you can't just get money and just spend it all willy-nilly because you put work into getting that money. I'm not sure if that's for me, Razel, but you can drop your name in the chat, and also, tell us a little bit more about what you're interested in. But I don't think I take attendance. You may have some organizations that you're a part of that may be taking attendance for you, though. So I would just do whatever would be on the safe side. Next slide, please. So, setting financial goals. Learn how to set goals and keep them front and center. So a lot of times, think about those New Year's resolutions you guys made. If you guys made some New Year's resolutions, because I know sometimes people don't believe in them. But a lot of times people make a goal at the beginning of a year or beginning of a time period, and if we lose track of it, time goes on, we said we was going to do it, and then we don't never really get around to it. But you need to actually set goals for, how your money is managed and everything like that. The app is called Empower Me, I believe. Yep, Empower Me. So yeah, I'll have someone else drop that in the chat. But learning how to set goals and keep them front and center. So even though time may, pass on and things like that, still focusing on that goal you set. So for me, I know I have a certain amount of money that I would like to save. So I do a monthly amount of, setting goals so I can get my car later on when I come back from my first year of college. So you guys may have that same or similar goal to, getting a car or anything like that. So make sure that you're keeping that at the top of your mind. Like, you may get other priorities, but making sure that you setting goals with your money, because like I said, you're putting the work in. You have, a lot of different ways, jobs and different opportunities as how you get your money. And it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of work. So if you're just getting the money just to blow it, it's not really making your work really count and make it worthwhile. So I would definitely just encourage you guys to set financial goals and, even figure out different ways to. Next slide. And welcome everyone that is coming on right now. So, what is a money mindset? I kind of want to hear you guys' opinion on what y'all think of money mindset. And with this, I think about fixed or growth mindsets, more so leaning towards a growth mindset. But what do you guys think? And I'll read over some of your comments. So think about the thoughts that come to mind, attitudes, feelings towards the money, and financial things as far as your mindset. Anyone? Okay, I see some more people dropping their name in the chat. Welcome. Okay, Tatiana put financial stability and making wise choices on what to spend your money on. Definitely, I would definitely say that. I think about breaking those generational curses. Like it's so many things that go on from generation to generation. And I'd rather not continue that cycle of financial instability and thinking about different things in that category, and also making wise choices. So like I said, you put a lot of effort into that money. Like that dollar, it may seem like cool to spend, but think about how much work you put into it. Kind of think twice sometimes. Amira said, and thank you, Tatiana. Amira said having a money mindset is like something that drives you to keep making money, saving up, and using wisely. Yes. So, but also don't want you guys to confuse that with chasing money. I want y'all to chase your passion, things that y'all actually are interested in. Money will come. Like it will come after you start chasing your money. It's kind of like chasing your passion. I'm sorry, law of attraction. So what you put out, you will be receiving. So if you put all your energy into this passion or a thing that you love, the money will eventually come back to you. London put, I think the money mindset is being aware of what you are attempting to use your money for. Yes, you also want to be able to get a return on your investment. So if you put your money or investing your time into something, you should want something in return that's that will be positive and that will help you out a little bit. And Tatiana also added to her statement, building credit as well. My parents told me that credit is a huge deal. And I definitely feel the same thing. I always hear my parents talk about credit, but not never like really explaining to me how credit works. How do pay off the credit card bill, whatever the case may be. So I feel like that's definitely a huge deal. And your parents are right. It is a huge deal. And thank you everyone for commenting and raising up these things. I'm gonna read over James's comment, and that will be my last one before we move on to the next piece. He said, spending your money on things that are important to you or that you love, but at the same time limiting your expenses. I definitely would agree. A lot of times people live beyond their means, so get a whole bunch of expensive things or flashy things, and then have to play catch up with paying bills and different things like that. But also valuing experiences. So sometimes you're not always going to put money in something and get money back. It's more so maybe putting money in and getting quality time with family or quality time with friends and things like that so you can enjoy your time here. So I think that's definitely important um question statement to lift up. Thank you so much for everyone that shared. If anyone else wants to share anything, please feel free to drop it below, and you guys know I will try to read it a little bit more. Next slide, please. So, what shapes your money mindset? Honestly, even thinking about your regular mindset, it's always going to be different influences or people that have different perspectives or different points of view than you. So, with that being said, the 5 influences, and it may even be more. If it's more, you can drop some more in the chat if you think about anything outside of this. But the 5 that I'm going to go over today is family, media, friends, experiences, and social media. So, a lot of times people aren't very conscious conscious about how the influences are affecting your values, and values or morals is something that kind of always waver over any decision that you make. Yes, I would be a tennis spelman. I just graduated from Western, so I'm a dub too. But family is one of the first things that shape your money mindset. So I know we kind of all live with family or have close family members sometimes, and they might spend their money a certain way that you don't necessarily do. So they might be more the flashy type where they're buying bags or getting their hair done all the time or whatever the case may be. But you also have to remember that your values and your priorities aren't always the same as other people's. So with family, if they're trying to influence you to do a certain thing because they do it, you have to remember that you have your own values and you have your own priorities that shape how you want to spend money. So think about that. Stay strong and, believe in the foundation and the footing that you're putting yourself in when, you have that and shape that money mindset. Second, media. So, like I said, it's always going to be things out there that might not necessarily align with your values. So, I know we all probably have seen at least one shade room post. I know every time I go on shade room, I see someone's watch or, someone's in a relationship or things like that. But that might not necessarily be what you want to invest your time and your money in. Like I always see a Birkin bag, or Alexander McQueen shoes or something like that. But that's not necessarily what I value in my money and my time. So I know I'm necessarily not going to invest in that. So really, once again, keep going, reiterating to that situation where you're prioritizing your own values. Thirdly, friends. So, I know for me, all my friends are kind of diverse. Okay, former Dove, and thank you for congratulating me on Spelman. But with friends, everybody, all my friends are pretty much diverse. So we spend our money in different ways. For me, I'm normally cooped in the house, so I'm spending money on food. I might got other friends that go outside, so they spend more money on going out, or spend more money on gas, for traveling and going out and things like that. But that's not necessarily my values or my priorities, because I value experience, yes, but the main thing for me is making sure that I'm comfortable. So I get comfortable clothing often. I'm staying in the house, eating food under my AC. So I know if my AC broke, AC would be my priority. But it's different things that shape your mindset and also contribute to those values. So I get saying what shapes your money mindset, but what contributes to your values? And I also want y'all to put these things below. So if y'all have any examples that's sticking out to you based off these 5 things y'all see on the screen, please put them in the chat. Fourthly, experiences. So you may have went through a certain situation. Maybe you got scammed. I ain't throwing no shade or nothing like that on nobody, because I know a couple of us have been through it where we have got scammed or somebody hacked our page or whatever the case may be. You may see that how you put your money in something before may have not worked out. So if you probably did one of those flips, or one of them little those circles where you put your money in and you think you're gonna get some money out. You might have seen that you didn't make it to the top level with a circle where you getting your money back, where the pyramid schemes. So you may have seen that haven't worked out. So to learn from those experiences. The money mindset is just so you can have a positive money mindset where you spending your money responsibly, or saving it responsibly, or allocating it to the right things that align with your values. So that might not have aligned with your values, wasting your money. That doesn't align with my values. So I don't know if it aligns with your values. So allow yourself to learn from those experiences that you have previously went through, so you don't make the same mistakes again. And not mistakes, things will keep reoccurring until you actually learn from them. So you might want to learn on the first time instead of the second, the third, the fourth, or anything like that. Finally, social media. So a lot of times we see a whole bunch of different things on, social media. And I also forgot to mention on media. Media isn't just social media. Media is TV, radio, things that you hear all around. It's basically everything that you see all the time. Everybody has some type of contact to media. Social media. So like I said, you see a lot of different things about how people invest their money. Your celebs is the main people that I always see, excuse me, on my page or things like that. And they might have way more money than I do, which is sometimes inspiring, but how are they allocating their money in smart ways? So sometimes people get cars or things like that, but like expensive cars, which depreciate in value. So for me, I know that wouldn't be my top priority as who I am, being Cam. That wouldn't be my top priority, because that's just not who I am. So I wouldn't be wanting to spend the top dollar on something that would depreciate in value and not necessarily be a return on my investment. Kendall's put, I tend to spend most of my money going out, but I'm slowly learning how to manage my money. I like going out as well, like here and there though. I just told you I'm a homebody, so I like the AC, and it's been very hot lately. But I like to go out sometimes, especially because I'm about to be leaving for college soon. So I'm definitely learning from going out and going to experiences, but managing my money. So I'm the savings and my cell phone bill and everything like that is always like taken care of. Jay Johnson put respect money. Amira said, I don't do anything other than go to work so I can just cash my checks and save my money unless I'm buying food. Make sure that you're going out and enjoying your time though. Like everything doesn't always have to be strictly business. And that's something that I kind of learned. I'm always normally the serious person. People always see me as a businesswoman or something like that. So, that's how I used to be. But also make sure that you're enjoying your time with the money that you have. And when you're going to buy food, sometimes you might want to buy something on a higher end, once in a blue moon or something like that to treat yourself. Rain sounds put, yes, I spend most of my money on food or bills or going out. I get tired of cooking. I'm telling y'all, cooking can kind of be fun sometimes. Granny Project, if you guys ever want to learn about that, that'll be on Horsemouth's page on YouTube Live, and we'll be starting July the 12th, I believe. They send you the food, they give you the tutorial, a workout session, and everything like that. And it's really fun to learn more about cooking. You just gotta do it in a fun way, and also you just gotta not think about the cleaning part as much. Like, of course you gotta clean, but that's the part that didn't make me like cooking at first. Keonta, sorry if I spelled it wrong. It may be Keontae or Keonta. Let me know which one. I still got 1K from last year's session of Pupert. That's good that you saved your money. That's very good. And yeah, step out your box. So I read over a lot of the comments. I don't know. I like interacting with people. So even being up here, I feel like I'm kind of talking to myself because I only can see me. But maybe on some of the other sessions that we do, y'all can come and jump on and give comments live because I like hearing other people's voices. It's okay, Mariah. Next slide, please. And also, what things have you guys learned as a part of being on a presentation so far? Because I don't want to feel like I'm just talking to y'all and I'm not really helping. Let me know what things y'all need improvement on, things that I probably can do a little bit better as I'm presenting to y'all. Just let me know. Okay, so values. Values are beliefs that are most important to you. So what are you guys' values? So think about all those things that you prioritize. So like for me, I know one of my priorities is education, experience as far as having a good time, um, things like that. So let me know some of your values that you'll have in the chat. Okay, PS4. I'm not really a gaming person, but I mean everybody to each his own for real. What you play on the PS4? And why is it a priority to you or value? Eating. I love food. Mental health, that's a big one. Healing you, Florence, I'm telling you, you need to come to the conference tomorrow. We're having it from 6 to 7:30, and it's on a variety of different topics. So if you want to learn a little bit more about your mental health, you should definitely join that. PS4, okay. Definitely education. Okay. What grade are you in? Or what school do you go to if you don't mind me asking? Thank you, everyone. Reassurance is definitely needed. I'm getting a little nervous, but it's okay. My son, education, my apartment, definitely mental health. I love it. Saving money, education, and investing in some companies for future profit. So like stocks and stuff. Y'all got some really good comments and a lot of good values. So kind of think about those things when you're thinking about how you're spending money. Like a lot of times with me, I do daily schedules. So I think about the priorities and values I got and sometimes have to question, is my schedule aligning to how I say my priorities are? So if you're saying that education is your main priority, like are you doing research on figuring out what college you may go to if you're in high school, like what things are offered there, programs, organizations, or just even like not even a typical education. Maybe you want to learn about leadership. Are you reading books or think about those things and figuring out how you spending your time, but also how you invest in spending your money. So you might be the one that's actually going out there and buying books and things like that. Career goals, yes. Nobody put fun in here. I know y'all put PS4, but nobody put fun. Y'all, I hope y'all having fun. Okay. So, you guys all have different values. And one thing that I want to uplift or emphasize is that sometimes you have to respect, all the time, you have to respect that other people have different values as you. So you might not have those same values as your friends or your family, but that's okay. That's completely okay. Everybody has different values and are just different people. So I encourage y'all to just stay, grounded in those visions and those beliefs that you have and different things like that. I'm sorry, you all. But based off the values that you have, what is your vision? So like where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years from now? For me, I personally know that I'm going to be a graduate from the Spelman College. What else am I going to be doing? I want to start a nonprofit to help people. I always everything that I do now is kind of surrounding helping people, but like in different ways. So whether it's about financial education, mental health, entrepreneurship, I just always find ways to help different people. So that's kind of like how I figure out what I figure my vision for my future is going to be. I find business and financial talk fun. I find talking about entrepreneurship fun too. Like, I don't know. It's just interesting to think about different things on how you can actually do things for yourself. Because it's so often, I feel like in school and things like that, they kind of prepare you to be an employee, but not prepare you to actually be your own boss and do things that allow you to be more free in your life after like high school and stuff like that. So that's good. Wealthy, we started at 1:30. I'm a trauma or travel nurse. Yes, helping people on vacation in some country. LOL. Um, okay, I'm gonna take a picture of your email so I don't forget. I'll definitely be reaching out to you after this. Graduating high school and buying my own house for college. Okay, wealthy in the future. I kind of want to own a home right after school based off like the money I'll be able to save. Because even though my school is paid for, I still am going to be working. Like, I'm not a person that just like sitting down or sitting back and just allowing things to work. I like planning. So I kind of want to own a home when I come back out of school and just skip the apartment phase. I don't know. Might be a little jump. Maybe something that's going over my head that, I might not be learning too much about. But I think that's something I definitely want to do. Pediatric nurse. And also, is your schedules or the way that y'all spend money connecting with these values that you all have? So please you know share, yet say yes or no based off the things that y'all do right now and how y'all spend your money. Is it aligning with all of these visions that you see for yourself and your values? Next slide, please. Okay, so what's your money habitude? So this kind of like a combined word. I think it's kind of corny sometimes, but sometimes combining words kind of helpful. So this is a combination about habit and value. So money habitude. I'm kind of gonna explain a little bit more about this, but kind of give me your first thoughts in the chat. Like, what do you first think about with money habitude? And then how do you think and value your money as well? Dang, where y'all go? I don't see no more comments. I promise I'm not gonna keep y'all too much longer. We got a couple more slides left, and then we're gonna get through it. Planning, how you spend money, yes. And there's no right or wrong answer. It's really us getting your first thoughts. Planning and giving. I value my money by saving it. I think about responsibility. Okay, you said it depends, Savannah. What does it depend on? But while I'm waiting on Savannah, I'll kind of go over some of the different aspects. So security. Money helps you feel safe and secure. I know for me that money for me it allows you. It's not the end or be all. Like money isn't everything, but it allows you to feel a little bit more of a security when it comes to if an emergency was to happen. Do you have money in your savings or things like that to get you over that emergency or that hardship? Planning. Money helps you to achieve your goals. So, I mean, a lot of the things we do require money, unfortunately. So, thinking about education, education revolves around money most often, and college is expensive to be completely honest. So, figuring out how you're going to achieve those goals. So, are you planning to apply this certain amount of scholarships or anything like that? I certainly applied to scholarships outside of Spelman. Before they told me like the actual ending financial package, but I think it's definitely something you guys should invest your time into, so that money can come right back to you, and maybe you can get a refund check or two. I don't know. Third, status. Money helps you create a positive image. So, for me, I know when I don't have money, I personally don't feel at my best. But when I do have money and everything's kind of going better, I kind of just, feel a little bit more uplifted. And I don't know if it's just me. Let me know if it's just me in the chat. But I honestly, feel a little bit better when I have money. And it kind of ties back into that security piece about me feeling safe and secure, that, if an emergency was to happen, I have the funds that I do to have it. Fourthly, this probably is like one of my favorite ones, giving to others. Money helps you feel good by giving to others. So for me, I know that I do Selfless Sundays for Chaos Moves. And basically, Selfless Sundays is people donate their money, after their hard earned money, to allow me to go down to around Martin Luther King Boulevard, Carroll Park, and different things like that. So I can actually give to the homeless the smoothies that I make. And I do it on the summer, especially right now because it's so hot, and it's always, good to actually invest in the good things because it allows you to feel like an intrinsic happiness. Like you feel good just because you allow someone else to feel good. Spontaneous. Money helps you to enjoy the moment. So if you out with your friends, you just kicking it, you're chilling or whatever, riding around, things like that. You want to make sure that you're able to really enjoy the moment. So if you're stopping at a food spot, you have enough money to, afford going and shopping at the food spot or just enjoying your time. Being around with your friends, if y'all might want to get on a scooter or two, you might have to, have that work out for you. So being spontaneous, having time, and this might stick out to a mirror because a mirror needs to spend a little bit more time doing things for her instead of just having everything just all saved and things like that. Carefree. Money is not a priority. So like I told you earlier, money is not the main goal. Chasing your passion, doing something you love, that's the main goal. And I promise you, if you invest in something you actually love and you're just doing it something that you would be willing to do for free, the money will come and chase you. So let me read some of these comments and tell me which one sticks out to you all the most. I told y'all my favorite one was giving to others, but make sure y'all putting some things in the chat. So Kendall said, to me, it means the habits and actions one takes when having money in place. Razel put good spending, food not good. Um, Savannah said, so each month I take my money and break it down to what I'm doing that month, like all the things I plan to do, and the rest goes to savings or emergency funds. That makes complete sense. I kind of do something similar. I actually, based off the goal that I made at the beginning of the year for how much I wanted to put in my savings, I had a monthly amount that I had to save. But if anytime I got like some extra money or something like that, I normally would just go ahead and put it right into my savings because I don't know. You mean if I know I'm not gonna be using it right now, I can just go ahead and put it in savings where it'll be safe and secure. So I definitely can agree with you right there. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna take too much more of your time. Um, please remember y'all giving to others when we finish with this slide. Well, not with this slide, but with the whole slide deck. Next slide, please. So, ways to create a positive money mindset. I've been talking to y'all this whole time about things that influence your money mindset, what values you have, how it's shaped, different things like that. What you guys think a money mindset is, but I'm going to actually tell you, ways to create a positive money mindset. So number one, make the commitment to your financial stability. I told y'all we breaking generational curses. We're not, trying to live paycheck to paycheck. We trying to allow our money to work for us, but we don't have to be so stressed or uptight about things. We trying to feel completely stable. So in order to plan for this, think about a vision board. I don't have my vision board handy, but I have a vision board and it allows you to see all those things that you want to do with your money, your time, basically your everything. So make sure that you're making a vision board, writing it down. A lot of times when you write something down, it allows you to really implement it into your brain. Tell a friend. I don't know about y'all. I have accountability partners. So if I know I'm cutting up or I'm not doing a goal like I said I was, my friends are gonna check me about it. They're like, Kim, didn't you say you was gonna save $100? Like you seem like you've been spending a lot. Did you save your 100? Having friends like that that'll be supportive and really help you. And y'all even can check each other. Sometimes they might have some savings going on that you might have to check up on them for. So, make sure that you're telling a friend you have supportive people around you so y'all can all win. Second, learn about personal finance. So we right here, we learning about personal finance a little bit right now. I mean, I'm not all in your business about what's going on, but you guys are able to learn more about your personal finances, how certain things or certain strategies can help y'all right now. So y'all kind of doing the second one about building a positive money mindset. But to take it a step beyond that, listen to podcasts and actually find some other mentors. I'm here with you all on Mondays, but I'm always here to, connect with people. And if I have time after this, I'll definitely drop my Instagram in the chat so you guys can connect with me at a later time. If y'all ever feel like Monday sessions are just not enough, I can definitely help y'all personally. So do that. Take some time to invest in yourself, get a return on your investment when you're actually going in and trying to soak in a whole bunch of knowledge. Third, practice positive mantras, money, career, etc. Think about those affirmations. So I am strong. I am important. I will be financially stable. Think about different things like that. What values you have, and make sure those positive self-talk or positive affirmations are actually connecting to where you want to go in life. So a couple more examples is I will have the money I need to succeed. I will find a career that I love. So I told you about chasing passion instead of just that money. Those are some things that you want to say to yourself in order for you to actually start implementing those things. So affirmations to me is always keeping that mental note. It's not necessarily telling you what you're going to do, but allowing you to get in a mindset where you actually start implementing things that align with those statements that you're making to yourself. Please drop some affirmations y'all think that y'all need, or may other people may need to say in the morning. Drop those in the chat. Fourth, practice gratitude. Research shows that listing 3 things you're grateful for each day helps reduce stress and depression. And I don't know about y'all, but COVID time, thinking about how fast things have been moving, school and everything like that, your girl has been stressed and even sleep deprived. So I think y'all should start listing them 3 things that y'all grateful for every day. And it might help you a little bit. Let me know if it helps. Maybe you guys can implement this for the next couple of days until the next Monday session comes, and I won't always be presenting to you all, but I will definitely always be here for support. And finally, create money goals. So you all have different goals and different values, and with different goals for each category of your life. So creating money goals that will allow you to actually implement that positive money mindset, whether it be for a car, for education, for investing in yourself. Think about those things. Okay, the error put I will succeed. Yes. I love that. Put some more in the chat, yo. I'm gonna read over them. Next slide, please. Okay, so if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. So this quote right here, and I also want you guys to kind of put something in the chat as well about your interpretation of if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. So how I take this is that if you have no goals, you'll always be like just hitting everything. And the end all be all is that you're just going to be hitting nothing, basically going nowhere because you're not having a certain focus on a certain goal to progress in that goal. You're just hitting all the targets. So think about this target right here, right? And you think about precision when you have this target right here. So trying to hit the bullseye. So think about you have no goal. You're not even thinking about the bullseye. You hitting every which way. You might not even be hitting on the target. That's how it is when you have no goals on where you want to go. So I will honestly tell you guys to focus on make one goal. Sometimes it only starts with one. It could be something small because the small things end up starting to be something big. Think about those things, and that will allow you to actually do something that you'll be proud of. Make progress on something instead of just feeling like you're making progress everywhere, which definitely means that you're basically making progress nowhere. London put, yeah, honestly, as time has been going on, ever since the pandemic started, it allowed me to be more appreciative for the people around me. Yes. I actually need to start practicing it myself because sometimes you're getting hit about things that start stressing you out. If you think about something too much, I'm an overthinker, so I don't know. It might be just me, but I start thinking about like maybe how I'm gonna be moving to school, like moving to Atlanta where I don't have any family down there and stuff like that. I don't sit back and think enough about what I do have right now. I'm thinking about right now what I think I might not have. So I think sometimes we need to start thinking about what we do have, appreciating that before we reach beyond that. Fashionable designs, but I love the quote, I am strong because I've been weak. I'm fearless because I've been afraid. I'm wise because I've been foolish. I love that too, yo. I'm gonna read it one more time because it definitely was hitting. I am strong because I've been weak. I'm fearless because I've been afraid. I'm wise because I've been foolish. I love that. That's Naya, yo. Fashionable Designs is Naya. The era also put I will remain focused. Yes, I love that. Y'all need to be repeating these affirmations and even dropping some in there for yourselves. I'm gonna move on to the next slide. Okay, so a part of the creating a positive mindset, we talked about creating financial goals. So one way that we can start doing financial goals is doing it the smart way. So smart financial goals. So y'all probably heard about, the regular smart goals, but this is smart financial goals. So this is applying to the money, how you manage it, everything like that. So the first one, y'all know is specific. Say exactly what is to be done with the money involved. So I know for me, savings, it may be, oh, maybe I'm going to be saving $500 a month or $250 a month or something like that. That's specific because I want to save $250 by the last day of the month every month. Measurable. Write the exact dollar amount the goal is for. So, I said saving in the specific part, but in measurable part, what's that exact amount? So it may be $250, that the goal is for. That's the measurable part. Attainable. Determine how it can be reached, which is often determined by the individual's budget. So, for me, I know it's other responsibilities that I have besides just saving. So, I want to also have a good time. I know I like food, different things like that. How am I matching my income and my expenses? And y'all kind of will learn more about that in another week. But thinking about those things, how is your income and your revenue, everything, how is that all aligning to that goal that you want to reach? Fourthly, realistic. That's the R. Do not set goals for something unsustainable, unrealistic. Yo, this kind of tie back into the influences. So you might have family or friends and things like that. They may make more or may make less than what money you have for yourself. If you know something is unreasonable for you, just don't do it. Or if you have to think about or hesitate about it, don't do it. You want to do something that'll push you, to allow you to be in a better space where your future self will thank you for the decisions that you made. However, you don't want it to be where things are just too much for you to bear or just not really realistic. Finally, time bound. Specifically state when the goal needs to be reached. So for me, if I know I'm saving $250 every month, I know by what's this month? June the 30th, that I need to have the $250 in my savings account. So kind of think about those small goals that you guys want to make. Y'all can drop some in the chat or any ideas that you guys have in mind or any questions that you guys may have. And I'll put that in there as well. Next slide, please. And we have an actual video for you guys. So thinking about the things that you need, which may be including your expenses, but also the things that you want.
Meet Mike. Mike's an energetic guy with lots of dreams but not a lot of money. One of those dreams is to get a new car. He's been driving the same one for years, but it's got a few issues. Mike dreams of the day he can afford a new one, but he knows he'll need to come up with a down payment to lower the cost of his monthly bill. He starts by looking at his monthly expenses and decides he'd rather have a newer car than daily takeout and so many nights out with the guys. Mike comes up with a plan for the next year to help him get to his goal. He'll take lunch 3 times a week, go out less, and make some other small changes. He also opens a savings account and has money direct deposited every time he gets paid to help him stick to his budget. Soon, Mike begins to see his money grow. By putting that money down up front, Mike's monthly payment is less expensive, and he can comfortably afford his new car. Now Mike's spent a year seeing how savings can work for him. Do you think he'll go back to eating out, get a shopping habit, or continue saving for his next big goal?
So you guys have seen the video. So what things have you learned from the video based off the needs versus want video? Y'all can drop them in the chat. Y'all still here with me? I don't see nobody in the chat. If y'all here, put a drop an emoji or something. Does anybody have any questions or comments or concerns in any of the video? Okay, so Lanaya put Mike learned to spend less and save more. Yes. London put, to put it simply, not only you'll be able to save for large goals with saving, but drop habits. Yes. Habits are something that you definitely want to look out for. Kamori put focus on what you need, not what you want. Yeah, I would say make it a balance though. Like, of course, you have to focus on the things that you need for sure, but also making sure sometimes you get a little bit of what you want in there because then it allows you to kind of push yourself a little bit more to get what you need, get those responsibilities. Okay, y'all here, y'all deep in the chat. Tony put needs are more important than wants. Yes, prioritize. Making those priorities very clear within your life. All right, y'all, I'm about to wrap this up for you all. I'm about to wrap this up for you all. But basically, I'm not going to share no more slides right now. I'm going to say, y'all just are making the start. This is the first step on you learning about financial education. And, break those generational curses, y'all. I don't know. I'm going to keep saying that until we done with these 6 weeks where I can start actually seeing you guys progress. But I will honestly say, just stay motivated. Use the app. Also, not only stay motivated, but be disciplined with your journey and finances because sometimes you might, do certain things that you want to do and not necessarily what you need. But, emphasize, staying disciplined, keeping to a goal that you said, doing it at this specific time that you said, and also making sure that you sharing things out with people that support you and hold you accountable. So if you have to save, budget, anything like that, break off some habits that might be breaking your pockets in a very bad way and you're not getting your return on your investment. Think about all those things and your values and everything like that. Dana said when you're making follow goals, you make changes that are beneficial. Yes. Amira said be more conscious on how you use your money. But I would definitely just encourage you to last comments is just to encourage you guys to download that Empower Me app so it can allow you to kind of manage your money a little bit more better when you actually get your paycheck from YouthWorks. I know when I get my check, I'm going to be, utilizing in the way that it needs to be used. I appreciate you guys so much for spending your time here with me. A little nervous, but I made it through the presentation and hopefully next time I do a presentation, I can bring one of you guys on or two so I can actually hear other voices because I don't know, sometimes I get tired of hearing my own voice. So I appreciate your time so much. Thank you so much for being here and have a great day. If y'all want to connect with me, I'll drop my Instagram in the chat and everything like that. So love y'all. Bye.